So I'm seeing someone new. Oh, really? What kind of graphics card does he have? He's got an RTX 4090. An RTX 4090. Oh my God. Did you hear Charlene is seeing a guy with an RTX 4090? He must be so suave and sophisticated and just fucking rich. I want to get some of that RTX 4090 dick too. Where can I get some? Yeah, that's how women talk about men with an RTX 4090. And that's me now, with this baby, the MSI Ventus 3 GeForce RTX 4090. I'm not really dating Charlene. That's just a hypothetical person I made up. This is one of the more cost-effective 4090s you can buy, being MSI's entry-level model, aside from the reference model. Owning one of these is like dating Scarlett Johansson's slightly less attractive sister who forever lives in her shadow. It's a lot like having a top-of-the-line sports car, but instead of putting nice rims on it, they put wheels with hubcaps. All I'm saying is if you have a Tinder bio, you can mention there that you have an RTX 4090, but just don't mention that it's the MSI Ventus. I'm going to give you all a full tour of this absolute chick magnet. Let's start with the packaging and then we'll open it up and take a look what this thing actually looks like. So as is pretty standard these days, the packaging is boring as hell. It looks like an Nvidia product. It doesn't look like an MSI product. Aside from the little MSI logo, I mean, that's about it. It actually doesn't even say MSI anywhere on the front of the box, aside from on the stickers on the product itself. So yeah, we've come a long way from the exciting world of 2005, 2010 era graphics card boxing. Around the back, we have some information about the technology that MSI uses on this solution. Most of it is pretty standard. I mean, look, graphics cards are basically a heatsink and some fans. MSI has the Torx Fan 4.0 on this unit, which is just a way of marketing the fans, giving them a name. Copper base plate, you know, most of this doesn't mean much to most people. What's really important is how the card actually performs. Except for this one thing, core pipe. That's really important. Look, this is interesting too. Even the website on the branding of these boxes directs people to geforce.com, you know, which is Nvidia's website. It's not even to do with MSI. You got to wonder how much control the board partners have over branding their own products these days, because I don't think it's much. Do you know my ex cheated on me because I didn't own an RTX 4090? Yeah, this box didn't come delivered in the best quality possible. It looks like it's been banged around quite a bit, and it wasn't even packaged that well when I received it. It was actually just bubble wrapped just like this. So this unit has black insert packaging, which is actually becoming more and more rare. Yeah, most cards I've seen recently come in kind of the egg carton, kind of recyclable kind of looking material. First thing we see is the card sitting right there. Down the bottom here, we have what I think is the bracket for the card, the support bracket. Let's go ahead and take out the card, which is fairly substantial size. Underneath the card, we have the graphics card quick users guide. At the back here, we have, there's the power cable dongle, the 3-to-1 PCI Express dongle. I recommend using an actual power supply with an actual 12V PWR adapter instead of one of these. You don't even need a power supply good enough to power this thing. You don't even need a computer. All you have to do is just own this and that's it. You can tell people you own an RTX 4090. So there's different types of support brackets. There's the ones you see which are kind of like a leg which sits between the graphics card and the base of your case. Or there's these types, which I think look nicer, which kind of installs into the rear PCI Express device vents of your case, and then runs underneath alongside your graphics card to support it from underneath. Yeah, so really nice metal finish, very high quality material. There's no plastics there from what I can tell. Yeah, it definitely sounds like some sort of aluminum or high quality metal. So that's very nice and reflective as well. And obviously it matches the graphics card that it comes with. So let's take a look at the card itself. We'll open this up. Yeah, it is actually quite a beautiful card in person. It looks a lot nicer when you see it in person than in the pictures. Mostly I think because the quality of the materials really come out. It is a really nice kind of metallic looking reflective material. It is actually a type of plastic from what I can tell just from the touch. It's not actually metal, but it looks nice. It does the job. This card is straight on 3 slots, 1, 2, 3. There's probably about 2 millimeters overhang where the back plate is on this side. It does come with HDMI, 1 HDMI and 3 display ports. The rear I/O shield of this one is kind of a darker, kind of metallic. It's kind of a dark silver metal. I don't know if it's painted or if that's the natural color of the steel, but yeah, it's definitely not black, but it's not really bright silver either. It's kind of a darker silver material. On this side, we have the power port right here, and that's where I recommend you use a 12VH PWR cable. This one appears to be single BIOS, not dual BIOS. I'll put a correction on screen if I'm wrong about that, but I'm not seeing any BIOS switch there where it would usually be. We've also got the GeForce RTX branding on this side as well. And hey, what do you know, MSI were actually allowed to put an MSI logo on their own product. That is really nice of NVIDIA to let them do that. In the top corner up here, we have a black brace of some sort, a black metal feature. I'm not sure if that is metal. It looks like metal. It might be plastic, but yeah, it looks quite nice and it matches the back plate as well. It wraps around the corner all the way to the rear I/O shield. And if I turn it this way, you can have a look at the back plate itself. You've got a very nice view of the GPU die bracket there, which is also a nice silver metal finish. This whole back plate is cold to the touch. This is definitely some sort of steel or metal material. And again, a nice MSI logo there as well. I actually quite like the pattern on the back of this one. It's not too overstated. It's just quite a simple, minimalistic kind of pattern, but still interesting. Turning it over to the PCI Express port side, you've got the cap there, which I'll take off. And pretty simple on this side because it's never visible to the eye once the card is installed anyway. But there it is anyway. We do have 2 cables. I expect that to be a fan controller and a power cable to the fans coming down here to the PCB board. I guess I can point out from this angle that the heatsink on this unit is a silver naturally colored heatsink. Some heat sinks are colored black, but this one is just the natural silver material. And on the far end of the graphics card, we have, again, more nice natural metal materials used here at the back end of the card. When you own something like this, you're like the guy with the Ferrari. You know, you're the one that people talk about. You know, gee, I'd like to take Mick's Ferrari out for a spin. That thing must really fly. You know, gee, I wish I had a 4090 like Dylan. God, that thing must be awesome. I'd love to give it a go sometime. But the cost is they don't actually know the crippling financial debt that you went into to fund that purchase. This isn't just a tech product, it's a lifestyle choice. And if you're willing to go into crippling debt to buy one, you can be happy too. Just be prepared to be the talk of the town when you have a card like this, and the envy of your friends. Not really something I have to worry about because I don't really have any friends anyway. Nobody ever talks about me, but hey, the tables are turning. Now I have an RTX 4090. I'm going to join all the Facebook RTX 4090 owners groups, and then I'm going to register a live event on my Facebook profile that I bought an RTX 4090. I'm going to wait on the phone for an hour to talk to my insurance company and tell them I have an RTX 4090. I'm going to make my Facebook display picture my RTX 4090. If they won't insure it, I don't even care. I just wanted to tell someone that I have an RTX 4090. I'm not going to install this card in any of my computers because if I have a house fire, I just want to be able to grab this quickly and just run out with it. And then I want to show it to the police and the fire brigade, and if they don't care about it, I'm going to tell them that it could be the source of the fire so that I can at least talk with them about it for a little bit. I'm not insecure about anything. I just want to own the biggest, most powerful graphics card possible. So today's just the unboxing, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll give you some close-up shots of the unit as I close. I'll report back after a couple of weeks of ownership of this and let you guys know how much popularity I've gained. I'll go and check with my neighbors and maybe some people down the end of the street to see if they'd heard about me yet or if they've been talking about me owning an RTX 4090. Oh, and if you're lucky, I might do some performance tests too. Oh my god, did he get an ROG Strix model? Close. It's an MSI Ventus.